Hi Big Tractor Power fans, this video comes to you from a 2,800 acre winter wheat field located in western Kentucky, where 6 John Deere X9 1100 combines equipped with 50-foot wide HD50F draper heads are harvesting the crop, with 4 John Deere 9R 440 articulated 4-wheel drive tractors operating KINZE 1321 grain carts. This farm raised a total of 12,000 acres of winter wheat in the 2024 growing season, and this is their largest field. Unfortunately, the season was a tough one, with a tornado coming across this field with 80 miles per hour winds and blowing the winter wheat flat and damaging most of the crop across the entire region. During this presentation, I would like to share with you the production history, specifications, and list price tag of these combines, which are the largest harvesters manufactured by John Deere. We'll also take a ride in the cab of one of the X9s to visit with my friend Matt to talk with him what he likes about running these large machines, as well as talking about his experience in harvesting the down crop in the 2024 season. But first, let's head out to the field so that you can see and hear all this harvesting action. The X9 1100 is currently John Deere's largest combine. It was introduced for model year 2020 and remains a current product in 2024. It is manufactured at the company's Harvester Works in East Moline, Illinois. It's powered by a 13.6-liter, 827 cubic inch John Deere 14 PowerTech engine, rated at 603 engine horsepower with a peak rating of 690 horsepower. It's fitted with a 330-gallon diesel fuel tank and a 22-gallon diesel emission fluid tank for clean engine solutions. It features a hydrostatic drive transmission. The X9's threshing system begins at the 67.7-inch wide feeder house. It utilizes two 24-inch diameter, 11.5-foot long rotors to separate the grain from the crop material. It has a total cleaning area of 75.2 square feet. It's equipped with a 460 bushel grain bin that empties at 5.3 bushels per second through a 31-foot long unloading auger. The combine weighs in at 59,000 pounds. According to JohnDeere.com, the base list price for an X9 1100 combine in model year 2024 is $1,079,934. The X9 1100 combines harvesting wheat in this video are equipped with 50-foot wide John Deere HD50F drapers. These hinge drapers with a flexible cutter head come at a list price, according to the company's website, of $196,082. I'm up in the cab of the John Deere X9 1100, and I'm here with my friend Matt, who is operating the combine today. And unfortunately, this year's wheat crop has really had some issues. We had 2 storms come through that dumped over 5 inches of rain apiece on this crop, and then we had winds over 80 miles per hour. So it's been a slow go across 12,000 acres this year.
It's been very slow. This is one of the better fields too. It's still down, but that's yeah, it's been very slow.
So I imagine with an X9 though, that's helping push it through.
Yeah, it could be worse. The 790s, we had to go really, really slow in this kind of conditions. But I'm running along at 3 miles an hour right now. It's taking 50 feet, so that's pretty good.
That is. That's we look out here. That's just a lot of crop to take in general. But when it's down like that, it just takes some extra to harvest it. And we can look out here and see the header does a nice job in shaving it right off the ground. Which, of course, if we look down here, Matt always keeps his collection of rocks there on the feeder house throughout the day, so that always is a risk when you're having to cut that low.
Yeah. The good thing about it is we're picking up we're picking up most of the rocks now, so we won't have to in beans.
That's good.
Yeah.
There's always at least a positive side of things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a video how to reset this.
So overall, second season, full season, you've got a few test seasons in the X9.
Yeah.
Good machine.
Great machine. I mean, we've had a few issues here and there, but nothing major, nothing nothing we can't fix on the go, and keep rolling. They've been good.
How
really good.
does it compare running dual rotors versus single rotor on the S790?
Well, I mean, as far as like threshing and all that, cleaning, it does a much better job with 2. Obviously, I mean, there's double the amount of, well, it's not double, but it's a lot more cleaning capacity. And,
It seems to ride a lot smoother too. Just
yeah, it does.
The overall cab experience here just seems a lot smoother and quieter. And
Yeah, they do a great job.
is wheat the biggest test for this combine because you have so much material going through it versus corn and soybeans?
It is. Wheat is always our hardest crop to get through a combine. It's always yielding really well usually, unless you have a really dry year or something, but our wheat usually yields pretty well and it cuts tough. It's good wheat when it cuts tough, put it that way.
This year it seems like the stems have stayed green almost all the way. We're kind of coming up here on the end of harvest now. We're still kind of green and tough, and but the moisture came down really quick.
Yeah, it's been pretty dry. We had a couple of rains on it since we started, but like today it's showing 10%, so it's dry. And we do spray fungicide too, so it keeps the plant healthy and green a little longer.
Well, that's helpful. So hopefully you avoid views like this, which again just couldn't be avoided, because when you have a heavy crop out there, you get too much wind and rain on it, it's going to fall over.
Yeah, it's a fight, but we're getting through it.
So you've got the HD50 here. How have you liked that?
They're doing a wonderful job. Of course, they hinge really nicely and going across the field. You get into a valley or whatever, a ridge, and they scoop in and get all the wheat. It's really tough to get it when it's like these conditions too, especially when it's really, really matted down. They're doing a great job. I love these headers.
No, it's doing a nice job feeding in because you can get bunches of wheat when it's that matted, and it's doing a nice job feeding it. So how do you decide on how to set the reel speed? That's always a big question. They seem to think people here in Western Kentucky are running it too fast. Or
well, in these conditions, I got to run it all the way down to scrape that stuff off the ground. But in normal conditions, I raise it up and just knock the wheat onto the draper belt. That's all we're trying to do. You got to match it to your ground speed.
Sure.
That's what we always do.
So right now we're running it just about 3 miles per hour, but if the wheat is good and standing, what kind of speed can you get out of a combine like this with a 50-foot head?
Probably upwards of 5 miles an hour. If it's all standing perfect and there's none down. It seems to me like there's always a spot, like right here, 40 feet of it is mostly standing, and then you got 10 feet that's flat. So you got to cut it all on the ground. But yeah, I'd say about 5 if it was all up standing nice.
So during wheat season, what kind of hours are you putting in harvesting? Obviously, dew is a big limiting factor when it gets heavy.
Yeah, we try to get to the field and service and fuel up around 7:30, and then try to be running by 9, and then run all day till as late as we can. And whenever the dew sets in and it starts cutting really tough, then we'll have to go home. But it depends each night, Sometimes it's 9, sometimes it's 11. But we'll run as late as we can.
I'd imagine these combines do a good job in, letting you run a little bit longer. And
they do. The extra horsepower really helps.
And when we talk about tough harvesting conditions with that horsepower, that's right there. That's
like right now we're maxed out on horsepower. Almost in the red zone. At 3 miles an hour, it's right up there, right in the yellow, almost at the red. That's at capacity.
Yeah, that's why they build them, and they're always adding more horsepower to the next model.
That's right.
So Matt, you've got that nice camera there, which lets you see directly in the cart and helps you place it. Do you have any issues running a 50-foot head, trying to line everything up, or is it pretty easy?
Not really. Half the time I don't use the cameras because it gets dusty. You can't see anything anyway, but at least I start out the day with it clean. That's nice. No, these augers are long enough to where I don't really have to worry about hitting the grain cart or anything, and plus I have the adjustable spout on the end. If he's too close or too far away, I can adjust that too.
Well, that makes it nice for filling every corner and heaping it up.
Yeah.
Well, we can look back here and see the wheat pouring out.
Got a dirty window.
It is a very dusty harvest this year. But it doesn't take very long to empty out the bin and send the cart on its way.
We don't need to fix it. I don't have
Matt, when the farm is harvesting 12,000 acres of wheat like this, how many combines are out here this year harvesting it? I know it's little slower going. It's good to have extra machines to get the crop off and make way for the second crop of soybeans coming in behind you.
We're running 6 X9s and 3 air drills behind us, so we're doing every bit of what 8 790s we did last year. So it's probably more actually.
Well, that's pretty good. That's a good way to get the job done. So when you're how many acres will this machine cover as you're getting close to the end? What have you run already?
Well, I can look and see. I've done 1725 as of right now. So that's getting the value out of the machine for sure. A couple more days to go. So.
Well, man, I appreciate the ride along, sure. And if people want to follow what you're doing on the farm, where can they find you on social media?
I'm on Instagram, although I've been kind of slacking lately. I am Matt567. And,
well, let's pick up the pace when you see more of these cool machines.
I will someday.
And you have
I stay pretty busy.
You're a drummer and you're in a band as well, so
that's right. Yep.
Check out your music.
Yeah, you can go to my page and get the link there if you want to.
I hope you've enjoyed spending some time out in the field with these John Deere X9 1100 combines harvesting winter wheat. I would like to hear in the comment section below this video if you use John Deere combines on your farm. Tell me about the model that you're running and the crops that you harvest with it. If you have appreciated this presentation, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there's over 2,000 videos of farm machines in action. As always, thank you for watching.